We're in the middle of the world's biggest ocean. We want to be heard. So we try to be unique. Before we get started with the ukulele, I like to share the history of music in Hawaii because our culture would not have survived without music because we are on a rock. It is not easy living here. It is very difficult, but luckily we had mele. Mele is our word for music. So M-E-L-E. Everyone repeat after me. Mele.
Mele.
So our language has 13 letters. So a lot of words have more than one meaning. So mele means music. It also means song. It also means to be joyful, happy, to be merry. Because usually when you play music, you're in a good mood.
Right.
We say mele kalikimaka, or we say Merry Christmas. And music brought great joy to the Hawaiians. Our language, what they did is they imitated the sounds they heard, that they saw, and what they felt. Because not much else to do on a rock. You gotta entertain yourself and you become very observant of the world around you. So today, I usually bring a whole bunch of traditional instruments, but I was so afraid of this rain and all these clouds because the last time it rained hard here in Waikiki, these streets flooded.
Oh, wow.
I was walking in knee-high water, like treading through. So I'm like, it's really important to observe nature around you, to be maka'ala. Maka'ala means to be ready. Because the beginning of this day was pretty beautiful. I saw the sunrise. It was blue skies, saw the birds, and then boom, now it's this. And who knows? Tomorrow, it might be lots of wind, but that's life in the island. So a way that we give aloha to this place, aloha means love, aloha means hello, means goodbye, but it also means respect, and especially respect to this place. These islands are alive. The big island, the volcano is active, the lava is coming out right now.
Yeah.
These islands are very much alive, and all these plants are listening to us. Actually, there's a movie on Netflix called The Wonderful World of Fungi. The plants literally listen to us and they feel our energy if we're being good, if we're giving aloha to one another. Because this island responds to it. If you give aloha, get aloha. But if you don't give aloha, then you don't get. So that's why we also say not to rocks out of Hawaii. Unexplainable bad things happen. Just trust me. Because every day our post office gets rocks that people mail back because unexplainable bad things happen. So it's really important to give aloha to this place. So we will call the different elements by names. And we do that through a practice called oli. They're chanting. Chanting is not so much like singing. It's very more intimate. We are trying to imitate the sound of nature. So actually the oli I'd like to do is called Kane Hoalani. Kane Hoalani is a name that we call the sun. Because the sun is very important. That is what lights the world. That gives energy to our earth so the plants can grow and can provide for us. It's so cloudy. We want the sun to come back. It's supposed to be summertime coming up. The rain is supposed to be done. So that's why I'm very concerned. Why is the rain here? But this oli, the sound that I'll be imitating my voice is the sunrise. When the light is beaming off of the sun, that's the sound I'm going to try and imitate. So I'm going to face this way. This is where the sun is setting. Will you spell it O-L-E? O-L-E? Oli. O-L-I. Yes. Yeah, oli means to chant. And then this chant is called Kane. Write it down. Oh 2 times. When I only, that is literally when I feel the most connected to this place, and that's just a way like, okay, we're ready to begin. Now it's time to go. This beach swim. Every time before I enter the ocean, I'll do a chant. I have permission to go into the water. It's not my home. Where the fish live. Yes, that is where the sharks live. There are sharks in the ocean. That is my #1 question that people ask me here. But that's their home, and we want to make sure that they feel aloha, respected, and loved. So we make them feel good. Now, the ukulele, this instrument was introduced to Hawaii in the late 1800s. The islands is being purchased for sugar and pineapple fields because word got out that volcanic soil is great for farming, and they learned that Hawaiians were impeccable farmers. About 70% of our lands was used for farming. But when they purchased the lands, the Hawaiians didn't want to work because we don't work every night. We work according to the moon and its different phases. When the moon is growing larger, those are good nights to plant. Plants will grow with the moon. When the moon is decreasing, we would not plant. So plants aren't going to grow. So the owners panic. Who's going to work on these fields? So the immigrants came to Hawaii. First was Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Filipino, and Portuguese. And when they arrived to Hawaii, they had to work with one another and they had to live with each other. But they didn't understand each other's languages, so they used music to learn. At the end of their workday, they'll come out of their homes, get into a big circle, bring instruments of their cultures, and begin to play. Even though they didn't know the same songs, they would try to imitate and make the same song. They create their own songs, and they actually created their own language. It is called pidgin. It is not speaking bird. Pidgin, the technical term is Creole English. Or when you hear it, it sounds like very improper, broken English. But what it is 7 different cultures, languages mixed into one, and we shorten our phrases. It's Hawaii. It's fast paced here. We got lots to do. So, like a pidgin phrase would be, we go beach. What am I asking? Hey, I think you're going to the beach later. Do you want to come with me? Way too long. Forget it. We go beach. And the head movement, body language is important also in pidgin. Body language is very important. But if you make eye contact with someone, smile at them. I don't know. Other places in the world, I've done that, and then people are like, why are you staring at me? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. That's what we do in Hawaii. But because aloha, local people, we're very nice. Because we want all that niceness to come back to us. Because it's hard living on this island sometimes. Are there any questions? Hello. Sorry? Yes, I am all full for today. You're welcome to stick around and listen, but there's no more ukuleles available. I'll be here again Friday. Okay, thank you. So, any questions? Yes. Yeah, so actually, we usually say that chant 3 times. We say it to honor our past, honor our present, and honor our future. But then we be here.
I just ordered this kit off of, so it'll probably meet me home. I ordered it.
Are you like you said,
it's $80.
yes. Like a good moon, yeah, so we just had the full moon. This would not be a good time to plant because now the moon is going to be decreasing. It's what's it called? Waning? I don't know the English word. Yeah, so right now would not be a good time to plant because the moon is going to be decreasing. Also, if you're here, if you're still going to be here next week, I would avoid the east shores of our island because 7 to 8 days after a full moon, the jellyfish come to shore.
Oh.
It's time, 7 to 8 days, for real, and they hurt a lot. But if you do ever get hurt from jellyfish or from the sea urchin, usually each lifeguard stand has a bottle of vinegar, or you can use each Hawaiian magic that comes from you also. That works. Gotta be researched for on the island. Yeah. against you really close to whoever you have to show. Okay, anyway, so sorry. So the ukulele, uku means flea, head legs, and lele means to jump, jumping flea. Why did the ancient Hawaiians call it that? Because when they saw, it was the Portuguese who introduced this instrument, and when they played, they played very, very fast, and their fingers looked like fleas to the Hawaiians, so they called it ukulele. Repeat after me. Ukulele. Ukulele.
Ukulele.
That is how you say the name of this instrument.
Ukulele. Ukulele. Ukulele.
Try to say the name correctly, because that's a great way to show aloha and respect. We got a lot of vowels in our language, I know, but the way you pronounce it is like how you sound out the vowels. A, E, I, O.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can take your ukulele out, and that blue paper you'll be using it to learn the chords. And I recommend either putting the cover back on the box, not leaving it loose like that, because sometimes wind will come and then they'll hit. It is happening. Yeah. Also, when I was doing the oli, I began to look around because every time I start to oli, all these birds are coming around. That's what I mean. They're listening. But sometimes they like to listen up here. When everyone's like, that's good luck. Sure. And don't say that to my hair. Okay. So the beautiful thing about the ukulele, because it is a smaller instrument, you can make it fit to you. And I encourage that. Because, like I said, Hawaii, we're in the middle of the world's biggest ocean. We try to be as unique and special as possible. So to hold the ukulele, you want to keep the ukulele upright, so not lying down. I like to try to press it against my body, not to be so hard, just so it doesn't slip. You can hold it down in any area, down low, in the middle. You can even hold it up very high like this. It's up to you, whatever is most comfortable. Because we are all not the same, so I'm not going to hold it the same. I like to hold it, across my chest. I tend to tuck it into my right elbow. Because it helps so it doesn't slip. Are you tuning it? You know how to tune it. Oh, how are you touching it? Let me see you hold the ukulele. Okay, you wasn't paying attention. You gotta hold it upright, not lying down. Upright. There you go. So you can hold it low, in the middle, up high. The neck of the ukulele, you can rest it in your palm or use your thumb as a kickstand. Like that. Like this, like that. Okay. There is 4 knobs in the ukulele. There are 4 strings. Where we're going to be learning the chords, I'll be counting from the string at the top closest to us. This is first string, and this is G. Your ukuleles that's provided by Marriott Hotel, these are soprano, so it's much higher. Mine is a tenor, it's much lower.
Yeah, I can hear the
G
difference.
is his first chord, everybody pick G. Second chord.
G. This is G. G. G.
Okay, and then going down, second chord, this is C.
C.
Third chord is E.
E.
And the fourth, last chord is A.
A.
G,
G. C. F. A. G.
we have a song.
C. F. A.
Memorize a tune before we had this beautiful contraption made that I'm so grateful for. But it goes, my dog has wings.
My dog has wings.
Every professional ukulele player uses that. Everyone always does it, but ukulele, jumping feet, dogs have feet. Our language is quite simple. We keep things in common, so it's easy to remember because there's lots to do on an island. And then, when you're a kid and you're learning ukulele,
My dog has wings.
around his knees. Okay, so So to strum the ukulele, you can strum it from anywhere at the bottom of the body to where the neck and the body meet. Anywhere here. From the top down. Yeah. So you can do it right by the song hole. This would be the highest. So we're gonna first use our pointer finger. I use the inside part closest to your middle finger to strum down. So glide up over all 4 strings. If you have long nails, it does help. Okay, and I'll use the opposite side, closest to our thumb, to strum up. Strum down, up, up. Also use the front of your finger, so more so your fingernail, to strum down. Kind of a nicer ring. And also use the back of your finger to strum up. You can mix it up, use the side, the front. You can also use any finger you want. Your middle finger, your ring finger, or even your pinky. I have an uncle who plays with his pinky. My grandmother is one of 15 children. It was very common back then to have large families. Lots of time on an island. But my uncle is number 8. They all go by numbers. But it bothers my grandma that he plays with his pinky. She says, how come you play like that? Why do you play with your pinky? And he says, because how many pinky ukulele players you know? That's what I mean about being unique and special. People do like unique, special, mostly weird. Hawaiian do a lot of like weird, unique things. But because you're on an island, you gotta find things to do. So for myself, I strum down with my pointer and I strum up with my thumb. Yeah, you're welcome to try. So try all your fingers, whatever's most comfortable. And most often, ukulele players do not use picks, like a guitar pick. We just throw out our fingernails. Yeah. So if you notice, you can tell someone's a ukulele player because their right hand fingernails are long and left hand is short. To hold the chords and to strum. Yeah. Because more advanced ukulele players, we use all of our fingers to strum. Are there any questions? Everyone feeling comfortable? Yeah, so even for like certain songs, I'll change the position of my ukulele. So like I said, old school, or not old school, our kupuna, our ancestors, how they would play ukulele. Lots of times they played it very high and their hand is bent. And for me, this is a little uncomfortable, but this is how you can play it very, very fast. So I'm going to try. The first chord, the neck. The spacing on the neck is called frets. Frets is in between of the gold lines in the black bar, so not on the gold, but in between. So first fret, most often, your pointer finger will be holding the chord. Second fret, middle finger. And third fret, using your ring finger. And we're only going to concentrate on those 3 today. So, F-R-E-T. For which one? The chords? Fret. F-R-E-T.
In between, like this, there, and then there, and then there.
C7. So
in between.
Looking at the the cheat sheet.
No, your index finger goes on
It
the
is
first
as if you're
one.
looking down at the ukulele.
No,
So that's how
further
you're
back, right there. And then the next finger, the next finger goes on the second one. Yep. And then the next finger, yeah,
first
it's like
fret
that.
and fourth string in the corner. It's hot. See when I talk about the sun? Gosh, I'm sweating. Not happening. So my name, I did mention my name. My full name is Anuhia Okalani. It means sweet fragrance from the heavens, as defined by my grandmother. But as I continue at the university learning about my language, it means the smell of the mountain mist before the rain comes. So it's kind of my superpower. I'm pretty good at predicting when the rain comes. But not the key. Oh my gosh. I should have done a wind chant. Okay, so C7, first fret, fourth string, everyone got it. Bring it strong, down and up. Continue to strum at the bottom. All the way. And that's the one. And continue to strum, but let go. Go back to C7. First fret, fourth string. First fret, fourth string in the corner, C7. And release. Back to C7. One more.
I'm trying to see if I hit it different. Huh? Kind of, sort of, yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
Yes. That is called like A sharp. A sharp is low, and then A minor, A sharp, A minor. Okay, so very good. I challenge you guys. You're strumming, I say to let go, and to go back. That is how we learn. I asked my same uncle that taught me how to swim. Uncle, I want to learn how to play ukulele. He said, okay, be patient. That's all he said. That's the only instructions he's ever given me. So that is how I learned, by watching and imitating and trying. So actually, I still have a hard time with the names of the chords because it wasn't until 6 years ago that I learned the names of the chords. All this time I was just watching and following.
How do you hold it? Like, how do you hold it? What hand do you use to hold it when you take it off?
Either your thumb or you can rest it in your palm.
Okay.
Yeah, so you kind of use your thumb as a kickstand and then you rest it on your pointer finger. Anyone else have any trouble holding your thumb as a kickstand?
Oh, I can hear the difference now.
We're going to practice again. We're going to try C7, first fret, fourth string, and then same thing. I'm going to call out to let go of the chord, continue to strum, and then we will go back. That's going to help us practice to transition, change chords. Okay, any questions? Okay, sorry, C7, 1, 2, chord is always played slow because Auntie said so. Because my grandma's fifth oldest sister, my Auntie may2022, she is the ukulele lady of the Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. She's been teaching there for over 25 years. She's been playing music her whole life. Well, all of them have, because 15 kids, not a lot of toys. It's a great toy. But I had asked her, I was like, Auntie, why do we go slow for the last chord? And she said, because they said so. Who is they? In Hawaii, and I feel like this is common all throughout the world, we have aloha, respect for our kahuna, our elders. Once they say something, it's set in stone. You don't question it. You question it, you sleep outside. And it looks like it's gonna rain. So the rule is, last chord slow, because Auntie said so. Okay. So this chord, C7, this is one of the most common chords in ukulele. So I am also a part-time teacher. Pop quiz, what does mele mean?
Music.
Music. Anything else? Joy. Means music, song, joy, merry. Hey, mele aloha, songs of aloha, songs of love. This is what ukulele music book, or the ukulele Bible, I call it. Or in Hawaiian, we call it Baibala. It has hundreds of ukulele songs, and almost every song uses C7. So as long as you know C7, you can play any song. Because I'm so sorry, we're all not going to be professional ukulele players one day. So sorry. But we can sound professional.
Yeah.
I have played gigs where I did not practice the songs. And it was time for the gig. I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? You don't let them know. Carry on. I played a gig where there was about 3 songs. I played the same chord. And you just, as long as you are trying your best, doing it with aloha, having a good time, that is all that matters. Because look how beautiful this place is. Waste time being mad, being sad. Have a good time. Even if you don't know what you're doing, you can just play C7 the whole time. So we're going to go again with C7, up, down. Okay, and go a little softer. And get a little louder. And go a little slower. Alright, let's see how fast you can go. Gotta keep up. See how as fast as you can go. And last drum slow. Cool. What my prediction is, why they say last drum slow, so you know, it's the end. Okay, so we are going to challenge ourselves, and we're going to learn a second chord. The second chord we're learning, we'll be using 2 fingers, and this is called F. So F will be 1st fret, 3rd string. So it is the first row and the second one on the sheet. And then your middle finger, 2nd fret, 1st string. So point your finger, 1st fret, 3rd. And then middle finger, 2nd fret, 1st at the top. So your pointer has to go more down over here. Your pointer finger, and then middle finger up here. So ready to give me okay. So this is F. This is one of my favorite chords. It's very calming. So your pointer finger is going to go more down the 3rd string.
Yeah, it's my nails.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I understand. Yeah. So my auntie, the ukulele lady, she's one of the only people I know. Her left hand, her nails are still very long when she plays. I'm like, how do you do that? She's just been playing so long. She got it. She got it now.
Yeah.
Okay. So one good thing about G7, your pointer finger stays in the same place as F. First fret, third string. And then that's the only good thing. Your other two fingers, your middle and your ring finger. Middle finger is going to go second fret, second string. And then your ring finger kind of needs to tuck back, but also second fret, fourth string. You make kind of a triangle there.
Lost it.
So like most times when if I'm playing the ukulele and I'm picking, I'll do this. There's more space for your hand.
Lost it. I lost it.
No worries. So pointer finger
On the third.
and then your ring finger goes here and then your middle finger over there.
Okay. One on number one or
On two.
on two? Okay.
Yeah, 2 and 4.
Okay.
How are we doing? So ring finger has to be in the second fret. So let go real quick. So it's gonna be this one. So ring finger here and the middle finger here. So pointer finger
I
here.
can't tell because I got on
And your
nails.
ring finger here. Middle finger up here. So the second fret. So this finger has to be in the same space as this one. So you're in the third one right now. You're in the second one. So how they're both in the same fret, in the same space. So you can turn the ukulele, so it'll give more space for your wrist. Yeah, you can hold it like, what is it called? Cello. That's why they hold it that way, because they have more space to hold the chords. So you can hold the ukulele like that too. Yeah. It's a little difficult, but like I said, we're gonna challenge ourselves. So your ring finger will be behind over there. Yes. There you go. So ring finger. So let go real quick. Ring finger. Here. One, two, three. It's both in the same space. This is in the third. G7 is very challenging. That's okay. We're gonna try G7.
I hope not.
Take your time. Back to G7. First fret, third string. Second fret, second and fourth string. Your middle and ring finger should be the same space. Fret. Yep, you can hold it like that. And let go. Back to G7. First fret, third string, second fret, second and fourth strings. And last stroke, slow. Yeah, it's 3 chords to learn.
That was hard.
F, and G7. So these 3 chords actually about 9 songs in this book. So you just learned 9 songs.
Wow.
Good teacher. But that's because I learned from my auntie, the ukulele lady. And
My husband's always losing money when he sticks it in his pocket.
Because here in Hawaii, knowing who your teachers are, or we like fact checking people, your receipts. Who did you learn from? Who's your auntie? Who's your mom? Like, that's like any local person to ask you. The first question is, what's your last name? What high school did you go to? Because they're trying to find out who you are. Is like, are you here with good intentions? Are you here to exchange a lot, or should we be aware? So the song that I'd like to teach you today is called My Yellow Ginger Lake. And to say yellow in Hawaiian is mele mele.
Mele
It's
mele.
yellow. It's a happy color. Remember what mele means?
Yeah, happy.
Song.
Happy.
Yellow. Mele mele. To be very happy. Ginger or awapuhi is a beautiful flower. It's so fragrant. And it grows high up in the mountains. And you can only get it high in the mountains at a certain elevation. Hawaii, we're the only place that has 8 different climates, biosphere. Do you know it snows in Hawaii? It snows on the Big Island. There's a mountain called Mauna Kea, and when we measure it below sea level, it is the tallest mountain in the world, even taller than Mount Everest. And up there it snows. And that is also a prime location for astronauts to look up at the sky. Hawaiians were one of the first astronomers. That is how we found Hawaii. Some people think we got really lucky. No, we found this on purpose. They use the stars as constellations, the birds, the winds, and the oceans to find this island. Because we're very observant of our surroundings. There's not much else to do on the island. But it's a beautiful life because to be connected to this place is really special. So I would like to play the song for you first, and then we will learn it, and then maybe you can share it later. That is my favorite song that my grandma sings. She has an amazing voice. So if you notice, for the chords, it starts in the beginning with 3 for G7. But honestly, you only need to concentrate on C7 and F. And you just go back and forth. So we're going to start with C7 in our slow strum. To doing it right, and that means I'm doing my job. So thank you. We can take a little quick break. I'll talk about this book because this is important, man. This is ukulele, better known as Grada is. Pigeon, we don't use the R's. We add AH. Grada, Sista, Edna, and his name, his short name, is. He is a famous Hawaiian musician. He's most famous for his version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. That's used in all those commercials. Almost every movie, TV show that has to do with Hawaii ends with that song. His family was playing. But yeah, he's a remarkable ukulele player. His ukulele was actually much smaller than yours. Yeah, it's a big dude. He could play it very, very fast. But he also had a lot of time on his hands. He lives on the west side of our island. Our west side of our island has beautiful beaches, but it is also one way in, one way out. When there is a car accident out there, you are stuck. Did you know the city of Honolulu, we're #1 in the country for worst traffic? Because for the short distance you have to go and the tremendous amount of time, it's just it's horrible. But luckily, we have rainbows that pop out of the sky every once in a while, so it makes traffic a little bit more fun. It is one of the most famous Hawaiian songs. So we're going to challenge ourselves again. I will call out with chords to release and let go. And as we progress and roll on, when we're getting a little bit more comfortable, I'm going to stop calling out the chords. So I'm going to challenge you, because that's how we learn. Challenge by trying, by failing, sometimes failing a lot. But then getting back up and trying again. Lots of times when people think of the volcano, and then our Hawaiian volcano goddess, her name is Pele, they think, oh, Pele, she's so scary, she destroys everything with the volcano. But actually the volcano is also a chance for a clean slate, for a rebirth, to start new again. And sometimes it's good to start new, to keep life exciting. Okay, so we'll start with C7, one finger. 1, 2, be careful. I'm gonna get down and release. Back to C7. There you go. That's the one. Cheap. And C7. One finger C7. And 2 finger F. Strum slow. Beautiful. Everywhere else in the world they say woohoo. In Hawaii we say chihu. Chihu. Okay. Yeah. So if you're having any difficulties, like I said, you can play C7 the whole time. And you can sound good. You just gotta sell it. So there is some chords that actually I cannot play because I have wonderful brothers that broken my pinky twice, one time each. So my least favorite chord is called E. It's first fret, first string, and then second fret, fourth string, and then you're supposed to use your pinky in the 4th fret, 2nd string, and that's where my pinky starts to spaz out, so it doesn't bend. So in Hawaii, we don't let anything stop us, because if you let things stop you, then your whole life stops. You're on an island. nothing waits for you. You gotta do things yourself. So when I'm performing and the chord E comes up, I don't like, oh no, E. I'm just you just keep going. That's not how I wait. You go with the flow. The flow, like you ever? Oh, I always think about the Titanic at the end, and then they have the musicians playing while the ship is going down. I remember watching as a kid. I'm like, why aren't they playing?
Why are they still playing?
Wild. I would be trying to sneak on a boat, getting out of there. Living on an island, you also have survival instincts. You always gotta be ready because ocean, unpredictable. But now I understand that music is very important with mentality. When the Polynesians were traveling across the ocean using the stars, the birds, and the waves to find Hawaii, they had certain people that came along the voyage. You had the voyagers, the astronomers that could find the way. You had the cooks who cook the food. You had the chiefs who lead the way. And then fourth and most important, they had the performers. And I used to think it's like, geez,
48 minutes.
It was really that important to have a musician on board, but it was to help keep the peace, keep everybody's mind sound while being on the ocean for 6 to 8 weeks at a time. So that's why music is so important. It keeps our culture alive and keeps us sane so we can deal with these gas prices here. Yes, if you ever get a chance, the island of Hawaii, one of our oldest islands, beautiful. My cousin sent me a picture. Gas is $6.15. Yeah, like right now. I don't know. Anyone's gas higher wherever you're from?
Yes.
Yes? No.
$5.69, $5.70. Some of it's $6.09. It's really high. LA. Well, it had gotten up to $7 in certain areas. $7.
Oh, there's such a big difference.
Right.
Okay.
Some areas.
If you would like to record yourself performing, this is the time to do so.
Okay, we're ready to play something.
Alright, so we're going to start in C7.
C7?
Yep. So I'll start off saying the chords and then I'm going to stop. And if you need help, get the chin. And if you make a mistake, stay cool, keep going. Okay, so start at C7. 1, 2, down, up. But there's actually 30 different words for yellow, because there's not only one shade of yellow. And like I said, Hawaiians are very observant. In fact, our word for rain is ua. But throughout our islands, each section of the island, they have different rain names. So this rain that's coming in, this is called the kukalahale, the rain of that stands tall as the house. That's why it's kind of still right now, the wind through the clouds. Just being very observant, because that's so important in Hawaii. I hope it clears out tomorrow. It's tomorrow, Thursday. Yeah. But other than that, that will conclude today's ukulele lesson.
Thank you.
I am
nice.
here again on Friday, same time, same place. You're welcome to come again if you come at 9. Oh, I'm so bad every time I have to turn people away. But thank you for being early. Yeah, that's Hawaiian time.
Yay.
Early, on time, late. And if you're late, just don't come at all. And know you're sleeping outside. So mahalo, thank you so much.
Thank you, mahalo.
Welcome to look at my music books too. Oh, thank you so much. And if you have any questions about Hawaii,
that was fun.
Or you need recommendations, like I said, I'm Gordon Reese here. I know this place very well. So yeah. Mahalo, thank you so much.
Mahalo.
Mahalo. Oh, no worries.
That was fun. My wrist hurt. That means I was really playing. Alright, what is that? Okay.
You have fun?
I'm ready to go eat. That was fun. I would have liked painting too. Ooh, it looks nice. I could have did that. Look at the painting. They look like they're having fun. Tomorrow's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they don't cancel the luau tomorrow. It's raining. And it's slippery. I wouldn't go that way.
So what are you trying to eat right now?
I don't know. I'm hungry. Okay, so I'm peace out because I'm already an hour. I'm going to transfer this over to my YouTube page. Bye, guys.